Efferent Labs asks, when assessing the scalability for a company, what are the things you look for?
Zach, I'm not looking for much. I'm usually doing that homework and living that business life beforehand. It's not hard for me. I don't ever struggle with understanding, oh, you know what? I don't know if you noticed in my face there, Stefan, I was like thinking about it. Like, I see what's happening. I have such a good understanding of end consumer dynamics, the marketplace, the market, the stuff I talk about for the last 10 years of my life. A lot of venture capitalists don't, a lot of business people don't, but what I'm really good at is understanding demand. I understand the customer. So I rarely ever struggle with being like, well, who's gonna buy your thing? Like, I can make those connections in my head pretty easily. And so I'm not spending a lot, anything is scalable. Anything is scalable in theory, because you can either humanly scale it or you can scale it with technology. You just have to understand if people want it. Like, do people want mattresses sent to their home? Like, that's where people messed up with Casper and those kind of companies. Did people want, Uber, we thought that was gonna be a 1% problem when we first heard it. Those early conversations were like, well, okay, there's enough rich people. Like, maybe we underestimated the fact that everybody wants to buy time. We didn't understand that. $8 green juice, that maybe didn't seem right to a lot of people because like, who's gonna pay that? Well, people are paying luxury fees now for their body and their health. And so this generation, the kids, and not just the kids, I like to make that joke, millennials and Gen X and everybody now is more willing to spend money on their health and wellness versus an 80-inch screen television. Like the 1980s and 90s mentality of an 80-inch screen television and the most expensive car you could get has been replaced with 60-inch television, solidly awesome car, but an extra $20,000 to buy $8 green juices and a 1-year subscription to SoulCycle. So if you didn't understand that was happening, you missed it. So, do I think people would pay $50 to go to the movies? The answer is yes. Has there been an execution that I've seen that makes me feel like that's the right bet? I haven't yet. I know Cuban's got some stuff in his world, but like, will people pay $50 to go to movies? Absolutely. Has anybody really executed the added values that force people at all income levels to do it? Not yet. But if I saw somebody pitch me it, I'd be like, yes, that could happen. And so I have a good understanding for consumer to understand where things are going. So how do I navigate? Do I think there's demand currently or could be bubbled up quickly to justify the value and the life cycle of that business? Or is it too early? VR consumer. Like, do I think that enough people have VR units at home to watch 7 hours worth of content? I don't. And so I'm not investing in the companies that are selling based on that reality because I don't think that's gonna happen in 24 months. So the punchline is, do I believe the consumers are gonna do it in a short enough period of time so that the business can actually make money in that life cycle?